Hey, Yinning at Life Gang. It's Kimberley Roberts, your host here. And I'm so excited to deliver little bits of insight on living your best, most extraordinary life with, of course, Yin Yoga, traditional Chinese medicine, reflexology, and even mindset hacks. So, thank you so much for pressing play on today's episode. Let's do this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're exploring and diving deep into what it really means to live in alignment with Yin Yoga and how this practice can help you completely trust yourself and your decisions. Now, doesn't that sound kind of cool? Like, really? We don't want to second guess ourselves, right? We want to be really living in a way that fully embodies that yinning at life vibe, okay? Because when you're in alignment, choices feel clear. Life feels way more easy, effortless, and you're not controlling and forcing every single detail. Can you relate to that? I can tell you I can, because I've spent most of my life forcing, controlling, grasping, pushing. And you know what? It doesn't work. And Yin Yoga, along with some little wisdom from traditional Chinese medicine that I'm going to spin in today, is going to give you a really beautiful pathway into that space of trusting, where you're letting go and you're just fully embodying that aligned life. So let's talk about, well, what really is alignment? Like, what does alignment mean? So alignment isn't just about the poses or the posture or the alignment on the mat. Okay, like how you look in your body in a pose. I mean, I often say in my yin yoga classes, it's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels, right? So I'm not talking about physical alignment here. I'm talking about energetic alignment. So when we are out of alignment, we're overthinking. We create so much tension in our mind. We're second guessing and controlling and grasping and like basically trying to manipulate our life. Not a great way to live. I know what it's like, and it sucks. But when we're in alignment, oh, it's almost like your life is always taking a big exhale through the mouth. It's easy. It's effortless. Even when, life, quote unquote, lifes you. You have so much more clarity. You're grounded. You're peaceful, and you trust. Like, you just trust. Now, I mean, how do we get there? And how does traditional Chinese medicine play a role here? And especially in yin yoga. So, in traditional Chinese medicine, we have two meridian channels or meridians that really speak to this theme of alignment and trust. And you've probably heard me multiple times in my classes, as well as on this podcast and other episodes, that it's the liver and the gallbladder meridian channels. Okay. The liver meridian is connected to planning, control, and our ability to go with the flow, right? Non-resistance. However, when it's blocked, we can feel frustrated, rigid, or stuck in overthinking, right? Ruminating, like just, hamster on a wheel going round and around and around. But when it's balanced, we feel more flexible, emotionally, mentally, and physically. I will tell you that when you are in alignment, you are going to notice how much more at ease your body is. Like, that's kind of like a major side perk here, because honestly, it's more about Like you want the flexibility in your mind, right? Because you don't want to just be pushing and forcing and controlling everything, because that's just exhausting. And when you're in alignment, life feels less like you're pushing and more like, oh, this just happened. This was just in flow. This is so easy. And it's just like, it's literally, like I said before, it's kind of like you're always taking an exhale. Now, your gallbladder meridian, which pairs with the liver, works very closely with that organ, not just physically in terms of its anatomical functions, but especially energetically. So it's associated with decision making and courage. So when energy here is out of balance, we are more likely to second guess ourselves, or we hesitate to act. That's where the lack of courage comes up. It's like we might have the courage to want to do something, and that's more paired in the lung meridian. It's the courage to even have the idea to do something. But when we take that moment and pause and hesitate to act, and then we go, oh, no, forget it. I'm not actually going to move. That's your gallbladder. Now, when your gallbladder meridian channel is flowing like water flowing through a hose so easily, you trust yourself, you make clear decisions, and you move forward feeling confident. There's no second guessing. You're like, you know what? This is my decision and I'm going with it. And that's it. You just move. So this is why yin yoga is such a powerful practice beyond the physical stretch. Because by holding these poses that stimulate, let's just say these two meridian channels, because this is what this episode is all about, you're not just stretching your body, but you're also releasing stuck energy and reconnecting with that part of yourself that knows how to trust, that knows how to decide, that knows how to flow, right? Doesn't that sound really incredible to be able to experience that kind of alignment and to see it happening in your physical reality? I mean, yes, I'm not going to negate the fact that the physical stretch is going to be like, oh, yay, oh, I can move much more easily and I don't feel so tight and sore and achy. That's great. But isn't it great to not feel achy and sore and rigid in your life, like with the decisions that you make? So let's do something together here. So if you are driving, then you're going to want to come back to this part, okay? Because I really want you to experience what this is going to be like. We're going to do a little guided mini practice. And the beautiful thing is we're going to do one yin pose that works and stimulates both meridian channels, okay? Reclined butterfly. This is why I love this pose, because it is so incredible and it's accessible for many people. So when you're ready, find a comfortable position. It could be on your mat, it could be on carpet, could even be lying in bed if you happen to be listening to this episode in bed. And you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees open up. Now, if you're like, oh, I'm feeling a little stiff here, grab some support. Blocks, blankets, towels, pillows, those work beautifully. Put them underneath your knees, okay? So this feels a little bit more accessible on a physical level. Now, if you want to bring your feet in a little bit closer towards your body or further away to, amplify or to soften the sensations, trust what feels right, okay? And now close your eyes down. Begin to bring your breath into your body. And as we stimulate both the liver and the gallbladder meridian channels, the liver meridian runs through the inside of the legs, and the gallbladder channel runs on the outside of the legs. So I want you to imagine any stuck energy, okay? Maybe there's something in your life that you're feeling like you need to control. Maybe you're over planning or you're second guessing something. With each inhale and exhale, you're going to start to soften and release, okay? Letting go of the resistance. So the breath work is going to be this. Bring one hand onto your belly and one hand over your heart. You're going to inhale gently through your nose for a count of 4. You're going to pause at the top, hold, suspend the breath in for just a moment. And then you're going to exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. Okay? So inhaling for 4 through the nose. Exhaling softly through the mouth for 6. Let's do this 3 times. Okay? Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale, open mouth. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let your breath come back to an unmeasured state. Now notice how your body softened with each exhale. Notice by just being in the pose, in stillness and breathing, you're practicing trust. Trust in your body and what it was capable. Trusting in your breath, knowing how to guide it in and out through your nose. And that led to trusting yourself. Now bring your knees back together and just take a moment. Sit up nice and tall and your eyes still closed. In this moment here, notice what has shifted in your body, in your breath, in your mind. Feel that layer of peace, of tranquility, not of forcing, not of controlling, but allowing the energy to flow and trusting the wisdom within you. That is alignment. Okay? That is alignment. Trusting the wisdom within you and allowing yourself to flow through life with ease. This is why I say that yin yoga is so much more than just a physical stretch. It's a practice of balancing energy flow, supporting your meridians, and teaching your body and mind how to let go of control and live in alignment. So if you love this just quick mini little practice, imagine what you could get in my 14-day Unwind and Calm Acupressure, Reflexology, and Yin Yoga series. It includes breath work and meditation, yin poses, and acupressure and reflexology to help balance your energy, to help calm your nervous system, to also bring balance and flow back into your meridian channels, not just through yin yoga, but also through acupressure. And this in turn helps you to return to a frequency of trust and flow. Because alignment, let me tell you, it's not something that you chase, okay? It's something that you come back to again and again with practices that support both your body and your energy. So if you're interested in this, 14-day series, you have two options. You can purchase it for a one-time fee and have it forever land, or you can sign up for my monthly membership and get that series plus all the other series that I have in my app. So I'll link all of that information for you in the show notes. I'm going to leave you with this. Alignment isn't something you chase. It's something that you come back to over and over again with practices that support both your body and your energy. So thank you so much for pressing play on today's episode. Again, feel free to come back to the guided little mini practice. Share this episode with someone who needs the reminder to self-trust and that alignment isn't found in overthinking. It's actually found in slowing down, breathing, and letting energy flow. Until next time, remember, your body already knows the way. Just get out of the way and trust yourself.